Hello world, it is Saturday, September 27th, 2021, and it's kind of an overcast day today, but relatively warmer than it was yesterday. It was 37 this morning, so I understand it may be in the 50s today and tomorrow, before dropping back into the 40s early next week. So a little bit of spring weather coming. We're on our way. Today's devotion is entitled Worrywart, written by Marilyn Pashon Banks. And Marilyn bases the devotion upon Psalm 121, verses 1 through 2, New Revised Standard Version. I lift my eyes to the hills. From where will my help come? My help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. And Marilyn writes, I am what you would call a worrywart. I worry a lot. So instead of giving up chocolate for Lent, which is hard for a chocoholic like me, I decided to give up worrying. But not worrying is hard. I mean, come on, there is so much to worry about every single day. Families facing pandemic and poverty, veterans living on the streets, loved ones gunned down, community members struggling with mental illness, addiction, and trauma ruining lives and wiping out dreams. The list is endless. Even as I write this devotion, my phone won't stop buzzing with frantic texts from my daughter, fighting with a customer that is giving her their runaround for work they haven't paid her for, while she is desperately trying to make plans to travel to be with her dying father. How can I not worry? I care too much not to. If I stop worrying, will people start to think I don't care? Should I be worried about this? Arg, it's so easy to spiral out of control. Maybe that is why the psalmist starts with a moment of perspective outside of herself. Not expecting answers from the hills, but finding clarity and asking the question out loud. The beauty of the hills reminds her of God's power and presence around her and within her. In Marilyn's prayer, gracious God, I turn to you this Lenten season seeking to be delivered from the lie that caused me to believe that if I don't worry, it means you don't care. You are the source of my peace. I trust you and I rejoice in knowing that you are with me even when life is hard. Amen. This is a kind of a parallel post to one we heard earlier this week. I think it may have even been the same psalm or a similar verse from another psalm. But a couple of things that strike me about this is, first, during Lent, there's a book series that I did a few years back, not here, but in Jefferson. And we started it, I think, just before the pandemic began, but never got a chance to finish it. Give up something bad for Lent, because we always think of giving up something good for Lent, an indulgence or something special. But to give up something bad for Lent, like worrying, I think that's a good thing, is to try to give up something that's holding us back, that's keeping us from becoming the person that God created us to be. The other thing I was thinking about is that when we are struggling, to remember that God is with us at all times, and to actively look for God in the world. And it's okay to wonder, where is the help going to come and where is God in the moment? Because whether we can see or feel or sense or know that God is present, God is there. And I think focusing on the fact that we are loved can be where our help comes from. Anyway, a lot to think about in this devotion. I hope you have a good day. I hope you join us tomorrow for worship. Music starts about 10:15 or so, and worship around 10:30. So I hope you can join us. Facebook Live. Take care. Have a good day.